Thank you so much for inviting me, actually.
Hi there, Future Me here. I made a cut in this video to tell you that due to some technical errors, we missed out some parts of the video where I introduced you guys to Dr. Avilasha Annanya Sandilya. She did her Masters in Chemistry from Tejpur University, PhD from IIT Madras. Currently, she is an amazing content creator teaching students all the necessary skill sets required to pursue their careers from science stream. She is an amazing teacher and now mama of a 1-year-old baby boy.
So, join us in this podcast where we talk about the new age learning curves for students.
I love interacting with people, and this is one of the best things which I can do. So, yeah, thanks again. It's a wonderful opportunity for me.
For me as well, to learn so many things. And since we were school seniors, I'm sure these things will bring out something very beneficial and positive for our
Hope so.
new generation. Yeah. So,
Definitely, we will try our best.
yeah, we can try our best. Say, actually, the very first question, the very first query I have in my mind is that how do you, whenever we ask any of our fresh, new, upcoming generations or any teenage or any students, like how do you introduce yourself? They are pretty much, I have seen maximum students, they are confused. Some of them, they baffle around, and some of them, they have no words, they go blank. There are only 2 to 3%, right, students who hardly know how to introduce themselves in a very gentle and polite manner, covering up all their confusions or doubts or hesitations or shyness. So, in such case, how do you think students, should deal with such scenario, and how do you think students should answer such questions? Because it's a very
Okay.
basic question, right? How introduce
Definitely.
yourself.
Yeah.
So, it's a very basic question.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the question itself or the phrase itself, introduce yourself.
Yeah.
So, that is not just required in the school level itself. Go for
Yeah.
any job interview, the first thing they will say is introduce yourself.
Yeah.
So, how do you perceive yourself? Firstly, you have to be very confident, right?
Yeah.
So, first thing is confidence. With confidence, talk about yourself. Firstly, your identity, your name. What's your name, right?
Yeah.
So, hello everyone. I am this. And next, you can talk about what do you do. If you are a student,
Yeah.
you say where you are studying, what you are studying, and then you can talk about the place you belong to, where you are from, and thereafter, what is the context of the introduction? Why are you introducing yourself to the person? So, is that person your interviewer, suppose, in the job sector? Then you have to say, like, some things related to the job,
Hmm.
which they want a candidate to have. Okay. So suppose you say, I have this work experience. So for school, suppose there is a interview, suppose they are representing the school in some
Yeah.
competition.
Yeah.
So in that case, they will say, okay, I am so and so
So, and
from
yeah.
this school. I hail from this place, and or my hometown is this, and I have come here to represent my school in the so and so competition. And then you can say, like, how you are eagerly looking forward to uh, the competition, and then what things will you learn from there. And you can also share a few of your experiences, like, prior to this, I have attended this in this competition. So the things after your name and your whereabouts or whatever your education will be something related to the context, whether it is a job interview, whether it is a competition, so and so.
Yeah.
But yeah, whatever you talk with confidence, first thing.
Confidence.
Yeah, secondly, make it crisp, short and crisp.
Yeah.
It should not be so long that the other person gets bored,
Bold enough. Yeah.
right? Yeah, so it should be short and crisp and make it as interesting as possible.
Yeah.
That's what I
So,
have to
the
say.
very first thing I'm sure you also have seen in teenage students or in any any sort of students, especially students, the very first thing I think even you have figured it out is that they are shy. Students, they are shy and they are hesitant. And even if they know the answer, like this is a very basic thing, right? Introducing themselves. Let's talk about the classroom environment as well. Like, even if the teacher is asking any question and even if they know the answer, they have it all in their brain, but they aren't vocal enough and they don't speak it out just because of their hesitation and shyness. So, how
Yes,
do you
yes.
think students should deal with that hesitation and shyness? Because being able to speak in front of mass, being able to,
Mhm.
because classroom is packed and all our friends, even in such comfortable environment, some students, like maximum of them, they are confused, shy, hesitant. So how do you think these students, they should deal with these elements?
Mhm. So, the shyness or hesitance
Yeah,
of students, it's not just totally um, like dependent on the surroundings, or like you said, they are among friends, they should not hesitate.
yeah,
Many of the students are introverts.
yeah,
And secondly, many people do not have the confidence within.
yeah,
What if I go wrong?
yeah,
Everybody will laugh at me.
yeah,
So here it is the responsibility of the teacher
yeah,
to make the environment comfortable for each and every student of his or her class. You will notice, right, how someone is keeping quiet,
hmm,
someone is very active in class. So, how to balance everything?
yeah,
So, that way, encourage students to speak up.
to
Say,
speak up,
answer, no matter what you answer, even if it is wrong, speak up.
speak up.
Yeah,
That is very
it's okay.
important.
It's okay to be wrong. If it is wrong, we will learn together.
Yeah,
So, such things will help the students to open up. And I think eventually they will build confidence.
yeah,
And this thing, no, answer,
yeah,
let it be wrong. This thing I learned from one of my teachers.
yeah,
He
this
was
is,
like that. Yeah.
yeah,
So in the class, he'll ask some question. Most of us used to be quiet because we didn't know the answer, or we just didn't think. We didn't want to stress our minds. But he used to encourage us saying, think, answer, whatever comes to your mind.
fine.
Let it be wrong, but
Let's
speak
clear
up.
up. But speak up. That is very
Yeah.
important. And slowly and
Yeah.
gradually they will gain that confidence, isn't it? Yeah.
Definitely. Like everything is step by step. But yeah, we have to start somewhere. So we have to make the classroom environment uh, suitable for all.
Yeah.
So that's comfortable for everyone.
Yeah. Because five
Because
fingers are not same, right?
definitely,
Yeah.
yeah.
So as
And
you said, one of your teacher, yeah, you were saying something.
no, 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 that's fine. Like I was saying the same thing mostly. And maybe you can encourage the more active ones
Okay.
to help the ones who are a bit shy.
That is a very big thing, If that happens in a very consistent manner, things will
Mhm.
change, tables will turn, right? And
Yeah,
the environment will be very
definitely.
beautiful.
Yeah, actually, and mostly I have seen this in the case of undergraduate students in IITs. Okay, the BTech students, they
Okay.
come from a very competitive IIT JEE environment, right?
Yeah.
So what they do, they won't teach their friends even if they understand. So
Yeah.
some people will be struggling, and the others won't even teach even if the friends they come for help. It is like that. So that competitive mindset is ingrained in those kids, you know. But the thing is, if you study together, if you teach other people, you grow together, and you yourself, your concepts get better.
Better. Yeah.
And here also, I'll give the example of my batchmates from masters.
Okay.
So most of us, like during our masters, most of us studied together in the library. We used to have sessions together where we'll take a topic, one of the students will explain it to others.
Okay. That sounds very
And
helpful.
yeah, so we studied that way. And at the end of the day, what happened? So many of us got into good institutions and cleared national level exams.
I
from the
think this
batch.
thing, no, the point which you said right now, this should be promoted. Like me myself, I used to do the same in my childhood days. Like, after my schooling, I
Uh-huh.
never got such environment, to be honest. I never got
Uh,
that.
it is very funny, but yeah, our
But it's
batchmates were
very
such, like
needed, very
if
much needed.
one or two, my batchmates were like so motivated to make everyone study. One
Yeah.
guy, he was never interested in studying. He would never go for the sessions. These guys will push him to the library that come and sit with us. You also have to study. You also have to graduate. So
This
that
sounds
was the
funny.
attitude
This
of
sounds funny, but this sounds so good. Like we need such
yeah.
friends right now.
Yeah. So in a way, I'm very grateful that I had such batchmates. I had such encouraging teachers who asked us to speak up no matter what. So maybe that's how our futures are shaped, right? So
Yeah,
that's
and
how I
at the
gained.
end of the day, no, the tagline will be proven true, no? Like together we'll shine bright. We'll walk
Yeah,
hand in hand
definitely.
together.
Uh-huh.
We'll pass all our
Mhm.
hurdles. Like it is proven like by you and your seniors and your batchmates. I am craving for such kind of environment, but
Uh, Maybe like if somebody starts, that
yeah.
will spread eventually. Somebody
Yeah,
has
and
to begin somewhere.
this thing should be
Uh,
promoted, right? Like this thing should be promoted because I did not because of the different areas my friends were distributed or I don't know what. But this thing should be promoted, especially in today's for especially for today's Gen Z. It's important for them to know because I came
uh,
across some students like it might sound a bit funny and crooked as well, but they download PDFs because it's English literature and it's only
uh-huh.
story, so they download the PDF, but they are brilliant, okay? And they say that we have physics, chemistry, and maths as well. So what we will do is we will download the PDF and we'll read the PDF and we will attempt the exam. No notes, nothing. So that is very dangerous. It sounds so
Uh-huh.
dangerous. Like,
So the thing is, nowadays, maybe because of technology, maybe because of COVID, maybe lockdown and everything, people have become very introverted.
yeah,
To be frank, the new
yeah,
generation, they don't know how to interact with people.
yeah.
They would rather sit and
Play games.
like do something, games or watch some movies,
Yeah,
than go out and interact with people. So
yeah,
uh, PDS is fine. Studying PDS is fine in a way,
yeah,
but the main thing is you have to have your concepts cleared
yeah,
before that. PDF would be like last minute revision for your exam if you
yeah.
need one. Before that, if you do not know the concepts, how
And
will you
being
write?
completely dependent on those PDFs is very dangerous, isn't it? And in
True,
a
it is
way, they
actually.
are promoting the
Uh-huh.
thing to their batchmates as well. Like, oh, acha, we can do this. Hey, it sounds cool.
It's like somebody else's idea you're taking and implementing in your exams. That way, how much retention will you have?
Yeah. Ultimately,
Retention is very important. Retention of the
retention is
knowledge is very important,
very
right?
important.
So, another experience I'll share you from my life. Class ninth, okay, we were taught Coulomb's law, electric potential, etc. in physics. Our school
Yeah.
teacher, Daisy ma'am, she taught us, okay.
Yeah, Daisy ma'am.
She taught us all of these concepts. But the way she taught and was so nice, and we retained it because we didn't copy anything, right? We understood her, whatever she told. We listened to her. And at the end of the day, what happened, My PhD interview in IIT Madras, how many years later? 2007, I was in ninth standard.
Okay.
2017, you can say, end of 2016. 10 years later, when I was asked the concepts, you derive this thing, derive electric potential from the Coulomb's law.
Okay.
Straight thing, class 9. I wrote down the concepts from there. Can you imagine?
It's like दिल और दिमाग में छा गया आपके दिल और दिमाग में छा गया like the
Ah,
way Daisy ma'am taught and as much as I remember
yeah.
she was brilliant with her explanation like
Uh-huh.
even we got her
So,
classes right so she was
uh-huh. So those are the things like you now. I was also teaching, okay, class 11, 12 students, UG students. UG students, it's like around 8 years ago, I'm talking about, okay, this is pre
okay
COVID.
okay
So Uh, UG students, that time, at least they were willing to listen.
Hmm.
They would understand, try to understand the concepts.
Hmm.
But what happens with 11, 12 is it's just a competitive mindset.
Yeah.
I have to clear JEE, I have to clear NEET. So I'll just ask for ready-made PDFs, I'll ask for ready-made answers, and even the shortcut formulas, everything they need ready-made. They will just eat everything up. They'll clear the exam, no doubt. But what happens, when they go into IITs, there they can't cope up with the stress because there you will have so many concepts, so many subjects together. Here you prepare same thing for 1, 2, 3 years, and then you go. There you will be taught something. After 2 weeks, you will have exam. So you need your foundation strong.
Yeah.
Okay.
That is very important.
So if the foundation is not strong, you cannot build a building there. You cannot
Building.
make a
Yeah.
structure there. It will collapse otherwise. So
And
that is
this,
happening under
yeah.
stress.
And it's very important for every student to understand this particular thing, right? It's
Yeah,
very important.
definitely.
As
Okay, okay.
you were talking about, one of your teacher made you realize, right? So,
Uh-huh.
can you name your favorite subject and your favorite teacher from your school time
School times, yeah.
or college
We were
time?
fortunate. School, we were fortunate enough to have very good teachers who inspired us. Okay.
Yeah,
So they were more like guides for us. Like they used to guide us in the path of life. So it's not just the textbook knowledge which we learned.
yeah,
So it was life mostly, how to deal with things in life. So I would give credit to all my school teachers,
yeah,
definitely. Even college and university days, the foundations were important, right? So I believe each and every foundation is important for your life, like each and every step you take. So
yeah,
I would say everybody has contributed for my career, I would say, like whatever I am today,
yeah,
because of the contribution from wonderful teachers, definitely. Uh, I would not name a single person
yeah.
because that would be unfair.
Unfair, yeah.
But I'm grateful to almost everyone.
So, let's move on to another very important question. So, our time at a certain period of our life, we all have to shift out from one stage to the another, right? Let's talk about personal and professional. From schooling till college, the life
Mhm,
we live, we can consider
mhm,
it as personal. May it be whatever, but we are not in an environment where we have to deal with professional things. But once we
mhm,
get into a professional life, things change unexpectedly, expectedly, and we have to balance out psychologically, mentally, emotionally. So, how do you think
definitely.
this fresh generations, immediate after student life, how do you think? Couple of points we are expecting out from you to cope up with
Mhm,
the professional environment and the especially now everything is so hard and fast, no one is waiting for anyone, right? So how do you think
mhm,
this fresh generation should deal with such kind of environment, or in case they face any negativities or any challenges,
uh-huh,
how do you think they should handle themselves, especially emotionally?
mhm. So, negativity, failure, setbacks, these are part and parcel of life.
Life.
Right? So, I think children should be allowed to fail so that they can learn what is success.
Yeah.
Okay, here, nowadays, we are protecting the kids so much that they are pampered from all sides, right? Compared to what we were.
Yeah, to be honest,
So,
that's true.
so yeah, people will say this. This is like this might be a little controversial thing. Like, how can you say like nowadays there is no stress? There is definitely stress,
Yeah,
even much more. If
much
they
more.
say
Yeah,
stress is much more compared to our times, okay,
our
I would
time.
agree.
Yeah,
But you have to learn how to cope up with the stress, right?
yeah,
So, coping up is if you are allowed to fail, if you have the courage to fail, then you can go ahead. Failures are the stepping stones of success. We
yeah,
learn every day, right?
yeah, Vlad.
So, Eventually, when you succeed, you will realize, okay, this was not a failure. Actually, this was a learning step for me.
Yeah.
I learned that if I do this, then I will not get this result.
Yeah.
So I will not repeat this in future. I will try another way. So that is the definition of failure we have to take.
We have to.
Secondly, for mental health and stress, again the thing, antisocial things come again. See, if people are antisocial,
Mm.
if you stay alone and suffer all the time, then it is very difficult to cope up with stress.
Yeah.
So in life, you need to have, I know not everybody can have 10, 12 friends, one or two good friends at least, with whom you can share your thoughts, share your emotions. Talking to people helps so much.
It helps, right? But hardly
Yeah.
nowadays, hardly people talk, like especially the young
And
generation.
yeah, they do not have lot many friends. I'm not talking about Instagram followers. I'm not talking about
They do talk there.
Facebook friends.
They do talk
I'm
there.
talking about yeah, I'm talking about real life people.
Yeah.
Be it an old grandpa, be it a small kid, whoever you think you're comfortable with, you can talk to them. They
Yeah.
are your friend.
They are your friend.
Friends do not mean like your classmates or something. They could be your classmates, but they could be in the form of someone else as well. So
This is very
talk to old people, know about their life experiences, how they coped with their life.
yeah,
They also have faced all kinds of struggles.
challenges. Yeah.
Talk to a small kid. Let him or her speak like what challenges they are facing in their preschool or whatever.
This
So
sounds so
yeah,
interesting, like talking to a kid and talking about their challenges. It will not only
yeah. So
refresh us,
uh,
but it will be
uh-huh.
helpful.
Yeah, it will broaden your mindset, no,
Yeah.
and it will broaden your mindset, and you will learn things like how to cope with your own stress.
Hmm.
And if you are not able to manage on your own, seek professional help. That is very important.
That is very important.
Seek
And
professional help. There are so many therapists available. Yeah. So if you feel like there is no one around you who will listen to you or who will understand you, seek professional help. That's not a bad thing. It should be
yeah,
encouraged.
it should be encouraged. And you shouldn't be
Mm.
shy enough, right? There's nothing to be shy of.
Yeah, even like you just walk into their room. That's it. They will make you talk.
Hmm.
That is their profession, right? So they will help you uh, put out all your emotions, anxieties, challenges, everything. You just need the courage to just walk into their room and sit in front of them.
That
You
is very
don't even have to
important.
say anything. They will help you overcome things. They will help you speak up. So just have the courage to go and walk into their office or cabin or chamber,
And
whatever.
especially sharing your problem with someone, at least someone. Any problem.
Hmm,
Sharing it with someone whom you trust is very important, right?
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, you should share your problems. If you keep it inside, thinking the other person might be bored or might not be interested. So you are overthinking and creating your own like the that wire thing,
In
you
our
see in images, right?
brain.
The brain is all like cloudy and wired, and there is no way out. So that kind of perspective will be made in your mind. So it's better talk to people. There will be
And
at
not
least one
just plot
person in the
hypothetical stories in brain, right? Just pick it out,
yeah,
whatever happens.
yeah. And the more you keep things to yourself, the more you overthink. The
Yeah,
more you overthink will lead to anxiety, and that way your mental health deteriorates.
will be
You
deteriorated.
have more stress and life.
So we all know that consistency is the key to success, but how do we maintain it?
See, consistency is the key to success, like you have said. And all the successful people whose interviews we listen to, be it the sports people, the business tycoons, the great academicians, the scientists, everyone says that consistency is the key, right? So it is something which we have to follow.
Yeah.
There is no other option. Yeah. But how to get started first?
Yeah.
Building a habit is very difficult, right? Most of us tend to break the rules. We have the tendency of, okay, just leave it, it's just one day. Let's just start from tomorrow, right? We have that tendency, all of us. But if we can build a momentum, the first few days are going to be very hard,
Okay.
to be frank. Okay. But the things start. If you want to write something and you have to consistently follow it, suppose you're writing a book, you have to write, like you might not get ideas every day, but make sure that you sit with your laptop or your pen and paper every day, same time. Someday you will write a single sentence, someday you'll write a full page.
Hmm.
But make sure that you sit there and spend the time there. That way, slowly, slowly, you'll develop a habit. And once it becomes a habit, you will feel that every day you should do that thing.
Hmm.
Your mind and your body will say that, okay, you haven't done that thing, so you might not feel good as well. So you will start getting into that. And if you don't follow that routine, you might get restless also.
Yeah.
So, yeah, right. So the first thing is start small.
Okay.
First, take maybe half an hour, first few days. Take half an hour, but sit every day. Do not miss a single day as far as possible.
Yeah.
So, the same thing was applied during my thesis writing also.
Okay.
So, whole day I used to work in the lab, but every day after dinner, I made sure to sit for 1 hour with my laptop.
Okay.
Some days I used to write something. Some days I'll just look for research papers and collect all those so that I have an idea. Okay, next when I feel like writing, I can refer to these papers.
This
So
way.
you're preparing yourself for the task. But make sure you do that thing associated with whatever task every day, be it for half an hour, be it for 1 hour. I know, like sitting for the whole day and studying like we used to do in the school days before 10th and 12th, that is not possible nowadays.
Well, nowadays, yeah.
Yeah, like people, they have very shifted focus everywhere, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes, and mostly due to the distractions, social media distractions. Some message will pop up and immediately your attention gets diverted there.
Yeah.
Make sure to uh, take away all diversions for that 1 hour when you are building your habit, when you're working on that thing. Even people who do exercises, right?
Yeah.
You see, first getting into the habit of exercises is very difficult. You will like have pain, you will not want to show up every day. You'll cry going to the gym or
Yeah.
working out
This
or running.
happens.
Yeah. But after it becomes a habit, no? Then if you don't go for workout, if you don't exercise, you will feel sick.
Hmm.
Won't you? You'll
That's
feel like
true.
something is wrong with my body.
Yeah.
So that is that we can relate to every other activity in life. So if you want to write something or if you want to learn something, just make those hours fixed. Have a timetable. Sticking to it each and everything is not possible. I understand. But if you have 1 hour every day, suppose from 7 p.m. to 8 p.m., sit with that thing. Don't do anything else. Even if the output is zero, sit with that thing. Today your output is zero, tomorrow you'll get some output.
Yeah.
If not, the next day you'll get something at least. But you cannot expect a good output or good result every day. You have to be patient for that.
That's true.
So that's the
Patience is the
way, like
biggest key,
how,
isn't it?
yeah,
And we
patience.
have
You
to
need to
grab
have
it.
patience,
Yeah. That's true.
definitely.
That's true.
So patience is the key, and everyday dedication, consistency, like how to build consistency. Sit every day with that thing. That's
That,
what I say.
yeah, that's very honest answer. And I think in order to practice it, it will be initially it will be difficult, but then once we
Mhm,
are on that track, everything will be good.
mhm.
We have another
Uh,
very, yeah,
okay.
you have
No,
something.
no. I suddenly remember one interview. Okay.
Okay.
See, most of us follow social media, right? So
Okay.
when I was saying, giving examples of sports persons, athletes, there are interview videos of Virat Kohli and Sunil Chetri who
Yeah.
say like they eat bland food each and
Each and
every day
every
of their
day.
lives,
Yeah.
and they wake up at 5 p.m. 5 a.m. They wake up at 5 a.m. They go for exercises each and every day of their life. We cannot have that level dedication, maybe, or we can
Yeah.
have. Some of us will have,
Yeah.
not everyone, but at least you can give 1 hour of your day, 1 hour from your day-to-day activities, right, to the thing you want to achieve. So 1 hour is fine
Important.
every day.
Yeah.
That way, in a year, you're giving 365 hours.
Hours. Yeah. That's let's move on to our next question. I think it's a
Mhm.
very crucial one. With this evolving society, we have seen technical advancement as well, right? So, what do you think for this fresh upcoming generation, students, teenage students, only acquiring formal education, is it enough for them?
Okay. See, the education system in India, if we talk about the education system in India, uh, it has been going on like this from so many years, right?
Yeah,
Mostly everything is theoretical, theoretical, theoretical. We do not even know how to file taxes
yeah,
at this age, right?
yeah,
We do not know how to invest our money.
yeah,
Many of us do not know how to tackle a real life situation, right? And then even the technical skills and everything, we are not taught in school,
yeah,
right? So taking into consideration the all of these aspects, the new education policy,
yeah,
they have adopted many new aspects, right?
yeah,
Mostly the factor of skill development.
yeah.
You know, uh, uh, the job market in India.
Mm,
So all the hiring managers, all the companies, they say it's not like we do not have people with good degrees. People have multiple higher degrees. But the thing is, they do not have the required skills,
which means that
the
demand is
skill set.
equal to supply is not happening in education sector.
Yes, yes, definitely. We are taught something, but in the job market, they need something else.
Yeah. Even in JDs, when you go through, even in JD,
Uh-huh,
there are different descriptions, and none of
uh-huh,
any of this point from all those, columns, nothing is
uh-huh.
being taught.
Yeah, definitely. So, when you see the job market, the students they lack the proper skills, and that is why there is unemployment.
Yeah,
And this thing, no, we were made aware of this situation long back, like around 10 years back when we were students. The NEP came in 2020.
yeah,
Around 2013-14, our teachers used to tell us all of these things,
yeah.
that we do not have skilled people in the country.
And it
We
sounds
are
so
taught
dangerous.
something. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, actually, we have educated people. So many people are educated but unemployed.
And brilliant as well, educated and brilliant with their
Yeah,
brain, right? Skills. But
definitely, definitely.
still, that unemployment trauma is existing and flying out everywhere.
That is why, like, some of us have come forward in that case, right? We want to teach the people like the required things for job market. We ourselves are also learning, and at the
Yeah,
same time, we are trying to help the other people. At
yeah,
least, like, show them the path,
yeah.
like how to at least go about where you can learn all of the skills, and at least show them, okay, these things are required. So definitely, skills are required. People have to develop their skill sets, and I'm from science background.
Hmm.
So People usually say, okay, you're from science background, you can get employed if somewhere here, there, this, that. That's not happening. People will ask you nowadays, do you know ML? Do you know AI? In my so many years of formal education, I was never taught programming, I think. Little bit of
And this
computer
AI thing suddenly
computation.
popped up, no? It suddenly
But the thing is, no, that is the thing. AI things suddenly popped up. It is built on certain things.
yeah.
Where we taught statistics properly,
No.
tell me. So
Only the
statistics.
basics, right? At least I know only the
So
basics.
the the things are like that. Statistics is there. Computer science is there. Overlap.
Oh,
That is called machine learning.
okay.
So with machine learning, basically you're doing statistics on computers with the help of computers, I think.
Okay.
So artificial intelligence is also built on the basis of ML. So it's if ML is a big square, AI is one part of it.
Mm-hmm.
So eventually things get built, but there is a step by step thing of this,
Hmm.
right? So if we know statistics, if we know a little bit of programming, then we can eventually learn ML that way.
But this thing should be there in every learner, that I want to learn. May it be whatever skill or
Yeah,
whatever the thing
yeah,
is,
yeah.
any topic, anything. You should have that thirst, that I need to learn this, I have to learn this. Because
Yeah, that
with this evolving society and world, even the education system is evolving. Now it's not about which stream you are in, which background or which university you came from. It's all about competition now.
the thing is, we during our time we wanted to acquire knowledge, or the
Yeah.
generations before us they wanted to be knowledgeable, and
Yeah.
if you have the knowledge you can earn money, right?
Yeah.
But nowadays
Concept
people
is different.
are taught like how you can earn money fast.
Yeah.
What is the easiest way to earn money?
Easiest way.
Bypass everything, and the easiest way to earn money has become the goal of young people
Life
nowadays.
priority, first priority. And
Yeah, like that is why recent scams, like if you
yeah,
go across recent scams, no,
yeah,
that is one thing. So many young people, and social media here plays a very big role again.
yeah, it's a big
So
role.
people will say, invest this much money within 40. At the age of 40, you can retire. Why do you want to retire at the age of 40? What will you do?
What will
You'll
you
become
do
old,
after
right?
retirement? What will you do? Like, you'll just
Yeah.
scroll and eat and you'll, it sounds,
People don't understand the thing, this thing, no? They also think like, ah, okay, let's retire at 40, earn a lot of money, we'll go on holidays, we'll go on vacations, you'll spend your life in a farmhouse. Okay, that's fine. How many days will you do that? 40 is just like nowadays half of your life, just 30, 40.
yeah,
So yeah, everybody might have their own point of view,
yeah,
but definitely knowledge, hard work, if you have this too, then you can be successful. Then you can earn money. Then you can do whatever you want.
yeah. And for students, I guess, along with the formal education, it is very much and important for every student, to learn other skills as well, isn't it?
Yeah,
But
definitely,
from a very good
definitely.
source. Now, I think you must have seen, like even in YouTube or Instagram or whatever it is, like
Mhm,
offline, online, I'm talking about both. There
mhm,
are some good institutes doing very good job. And again, there are
mhm,
some different types of institute. I don't want to just use that word. And then they
mhm,
just, do the marketing strategy and then they just
mhm,
boom up everything and they just collect the stuff they want to and then they are
mhm.
vanished. They are
God.
so then these
Yes.
students they have trust issues.
So we have reliable sources, right? So the there are many portals in YouTube.
Hmm.
Big universities, they have free courses in YouTube, right? YouTube, if you want to go for free education, like you just want to learn something without any certificate, YouTube will be the best platform,
Best
I would say.
platform, yeah.
Yeah. So with YouTube, like many things, even during my PhD, all the programming, whatever, I learned from YouTube, all the video tutorials of using various softwares. First thing I learned from YouTube. Okay. Then once you learn it from YouTube and try hands on, suppose you feel like you want to know more and you want to pursue a career in this field or you want to obtain a certification, then definitely you can go for platforms.
Hmm.
In India, we have platforms like NPTEL and Swayam Portal and all of these
Yeah,
things,
Swayam
right?
portal is
So
being so much helpful for me.
even NPTEL is an initiative by IITs and ISCs. There you'll find a lot of courses, okay?
Yeah.
And then even all the IITs, they are offering uh, BSc online degree courses, okay? So you can get a BSc online degree certificate from IITs by studying from your home.
From
So
your
all of these
yeah.
things are there. Yeah. Then there are big top universities abroad like MIT, Harvard. All of these have their own portals like that.
Hmm.
They will offer certificate courses. Okay. And if you do not want to pay, you can always learn for free.
Yeah.
And then if you want a certificate, you have to pay, earn a
Got it.
certificate, then you have to pay some amount.
Yeah.
Then the portal called Coursera is there. There you'll
Yeah,
find
Coursera.
thousands of courses. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'll find thousands of courses where you want to acquire some knowledge, acquire some skill. So we have so many options here. And this is possible with the help of technology, right?
Yeah.
So with technology, what?
Oh yeah.
With technology, with proper use of technology, we can definitely acquire whatever we need. But we have to set our priorities. What do we want? Do we want only entertainment and glamour?
Yeah.
Or do we want the right knowledge and skill set
The
for our
sole
lives?
purpose is setting up the correct priority at right time, isn't it?
Yes,
That is very
yes,
important.
yes.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And do you think the art of decision making, in building the art of decision making, especially during teenage, because teenage is the foundational age of every human being, isn't it? So, building
Mhm.
the art of decision making by parents, by teacher, by anyone, any family member in these young students or young people will help them to deal with upcoming situations. Obviously, it is going to, right?
Mhm. Definitely, you need your own decision making skill. It is very, very important. Suppose you are in a situation somewhere in life, you cannot take the help of anybody else around you. What will you do? Will you run away or will you face the problem? Right? You cannot just run away.
We can't.
The problem will chase you after that.
Yeah.
So, what decision will you take so that you can tackle the problem? Okay. So decision making is very, very important. Yeah. And then how to develop this skill, how to acquire this skill, you have to start with small things at home,
Yeah.
right?
Tiny
So
steps.
tiny steps. Uh, which book you want to read today? Yeah. How do you want to spend your free evening today?
Hmm.
Right. So all of these small, small things. You're not dependent on others for your decision. You have some amount of money.
It's okay.
Hmm. You have some amount of money. What do you want to do with that money? Do you want to store it in a piggy bank? Do you want to give it to your father to invest it in a bank? Invest it in, save it in a bank, or you want to go and buy some fancy toy, right? So this is these are the options you have in front.
Yeah.
And how will you know which is good for you? The elders have to put the pros and cons before them. Make proper columns or something. If you do this thing, these are the pros and these are the cons.
Hmm.
You don't tell them what to do. You show them the way, right? You show them, okay, suppose you want to store it in your piggy bank, you will have this much amount of money saved for your future, and it'll be until and unless you break it or you just take the money out, it will be there for you. If you have 500 rupees in the piggy bank, it will stay even if you take it out after 5 years. So this is the pro thing.
Pros
What
and
is the
cons.
con thing now? You might, if the thing is there in front of your eyes, you might have the tendency to pull it out. At least 10 rupees, 20 rupees from there. Yeah. So then you have the bank option.
Yeah.
Then you have to say what is the uh, pro of the bank, pro thing of the bank. Thing is, you will get interest. So your money will increase
Increase.
year by year if you put it in the bank, right?
Yeah.
Con thing, I don't know. Like mostly bank is the safer option, but what to say about con here? Some okay,
Some if
and then
some
you can
pandemic thing happens, or you can't go to the
yeah,
bank, then piggy bank will
could
be
be.
helpful.
Yeah, or you can't go to the bank, or like some banks like they shut down after some time, right, because of some
Lunchtime.
reasons. Yeah, no, some
SBI
emergency and you're
lunchtime
not
is
able to
meant
go to bank.
everywhere, no?
Or yeah, you have some emergency, you immediately need cash
Cash.
and you cannot go to the bank at that time. Like nowadays ATM option is there definitely.
Yeah.
But suppose some you are in some remote village or somewhere, you need cash, then what will you do? Suppose hypothetical situation.
Hypothetical situation.
Then yeah, and then for the toy, you will be very happy if you get the toy. Yeah, that's the pro thing. Con, you will use it for few days and then after that you'll get bored with it
Yeah.
and it'll be a wastage of everything.
Wastage of
So
money.
that's it. Wastage of money and you will lose interest in that thing eventually. So that way, if you put out the pros and cons, the child will think. And when some, you should develop the art of thinking in kids
Yeah.
and
It's
students.
important.
And once they learn how to think, they will eventually develop the decision making capacity as well, capability as well.
That is a very brilliant answer. And I think no, obviously every parents must be practicing it, but in case, some aren't, so it will be helpful for them as well. So our last and very crucial question is that students, we all know students are the future of our nation, and we all are pretty much aware of it that entertainment industry is showing both the pros and cons, both the plus and minus via different media. So now, how do you think students, especially, should learn from it and protect themselves from it as well? Because we are seeing like plus and minus both, right? And we can't prohibit them, or we can't restrict,
Also,
right?
uh, thing is, young minds, no, they will get influenced by anything very quickly. When you reach the adult stage, then you can decide, okay, this is not good for me. This is not. This is good, and this is not good for me. Something is bad for me. Okay, but young minds, they cannot differentiate actually what is good for them, what is bad for them.
Yeah.
So first of all, maybe parents, guardians, or elders should intervene here. They have a huge responsibility on what they are exposing to kids as a child at a very young age. So nowadays we see um, kids, all the babies and maybe toddlers and everyone, many of them get addicted to TV shows. Like there are colorful TV shows for them and they get addicted to that. And because of that, they are not able to talk. They are not able to eat on their own. At the same time, some of their peers, I mean, some other kids of the same age, they can sit at their own table, they can have their own food,
Yeah.
they can play, they can interact, they can talk, right? So, same age kids getting influenced by something and getting influenced by something else. Here, they are learning the art of how to live a life, right? And here, they are completely addicted to the TV. So, in both cases, parents have a role to play because these toddlers, they can't decide for themselves, right?
Yeah.
It's the parents who will show them the way.
Way.
If you spend time with your kid, you sit with them, eat together, maybe they will also learn the same thing. the kid will not even know that it has to chew the food or how a food is eaten. You have to let them experiment with everything, right? Then comes the school kids. For them, you can introduce books to them, or you can introduce
Mobile
mobile phones with
and
reels,
gaming
social media
setups.
to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, right? So recently in KBC, one a girl from Tejpur, she
Yeah.
won 25 lakhs, right? She's the daughter of one of our professors from Tejpur University. So I have met her father during my stay in the university. She says, as a 5-year-old, as a fifth standard kid, she has some around 300 plus books and she has read all of them.
That is so
So
brilliant.
that is yeah, that is such a
It's
nice
a
thing to
nice
say.
thing to see and to
Yeah.
learn as well for other parents and kids,
Uh-huh.
right?
And people around her also, I have read like people around her also, they have commented like every time they spot the student, no, spot her, she'll be having a book in her hand.
That is
So
so
it's
good, right?
something that's some habit which her parents have helped her inculcate, right?
Yeah.
So, so it is from childhood that she has been doing, and that is why she has reached such a platform. So similarly, if we teach them good things, so let not be just books. Somebody might be interested in dancing.
Yeah.
Put them in a dance class. Let them get interested in that hobby. Somebody is interested in swimming. Put them in the swimming
Hmm.
courses. They will learn how to swim. They will make it their like they'll develop that skill.
Entertainment industry, they broadcast so many things, plus and minus.
Ha, ha,
So
ha,
how this young
ha,
generation, they should protect themselves from such misleading content.
ha, ha, ha. When it comes to teenagers, teenagers have a rebel attitude. All
Yeah.
of us know, right? Uh, they most teenagers they won't listen to elders. They will think, okay, now I have grown up. These people do not know anything about the updated world, about the current world. So they are nobody to give advice. They are
Yeah.
just old people. Yeah, they have that attitude. So for them, I would say, see the your parents or your elders or your older siblings, whatever suggestions they give you, it's based on all the life experiences they have faced,
Yeah.
right? So you should not ignore all of those. Yeah, I know many people, until and unless they themselves go and get hurt, they won't
Yeah.
listen to anyone. They have to try that, and then once they learn their lesson, they will. Yeah, that is also another thing of growing up, part and
Yeah.
parcel of
Part and
growing up.
parcel.
Yeah, if you go, uh, take some decision and choose a certain path. Yeah, if that's not the right path for you, you might face challenges. You might go off and fall somewhere. You might get hurt. In that case, do not think of yourself as a failure.
Hmm.
Come back to your family, come back to your parents, come back to some friend, as in like whom you can confide in. Yeah. Express whatever you're feeling. Express whatever you're feeling. And that way, you will get some emotional and mental support.
Yeah.
And for you, it will be a lesson that this thing is not for me. Start over. Choose something else. Take guidance from people. Like we discussed in the previous thing, decision making.
Yeah.
Let it be your decision, but take guidance from people. Listen to what people are saying. Think, process, right? And that way, if you have the uh, decision making capacity, if you can process things, it can be applied in the case of technology as well,
Yeah.
right? We were talking about how to use technology for our own good.
Hmm.
Use the things for your own good. Like in the previous thing we have said, learn a skill
Yeah.
with technology. Learn coding. Coding is technology, hi-fi technology. Why do you just want to play the game, develop a game, sell it for
Yeah.
crores of
Sell
rupees,
it. Yeah.
right?
Bill profits, isn't
Uh,
it?
yeah. Sell it. Make your own business. Why do you want to just keep watching some kind of video on the internet? Learn music, mix your own music, make it into something good. Yeah,
Yeah.
sell it to people, be famous then. That way you can become famous. That way it's the right use of technology. Use technology for your business. You have an entrepreneurial mindset, suppose. Use technology for your business to popularize your business. Yeah. And or else you can sleep whole day, lie down on your bed, scroll reels after reels and reels after reels,
Yeah.
spend your days and months and without getting any fruitful output. Secondly, deteriorate your health. Your
Yeah.
eyes will be gone. You will have all kinds of lifestyle diseases later on because of not exercising,
Yeah.
because of sleeping whole day. You'll have insomnia because you're not going out, you're not exercising. So, yeah, there are many drawbacks
Many drawbacks. Yeah.
with improper use of technology. Use technology for ebooks. If you cannot read a book, listen to that ebook.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What audiobook?
that thing you can do.
Ebooks, right? Like
Yeah,
in our
yeah,
time,
audiobooks.
things were we were totally dependent on books, and I guess it was good, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
even today, things are not so bad. Things are good. But people, they don't go for audiobooks and ebooks. They will go for music, they will go for party. Like only there will be
Music is
powerful of
also fine.
students,
Uh,
who will,
Music is also fine if you
yeah,
use it to relax yourself.
relax.
Or
Yeah.
if you, yeah, music in its way, it's good. But thing is, addiction to social media reels and everything, no, it is growing too much. Even elders cannot control themselves
Yeah,
nowadays.
even adults, yeah, even adults. I
Yeah.
have seen such. But I have one such experience. Like, I have my elder brother. So
Mm-hmm.
he did his honors in mathematics. Now, honors in
Mm-hmm.
mathematics for me, it's a very big thing, okay, because I am not so good in that. And I have seen him like studying for 24 hours and he used to enjoy it. He did not take it
Mm-hmm.
under circumstances or under pressure. He took that subject because he used to love it. He used to say, "This is my first love." Okay. Now, what he used to do,
Mm-hmm.
he used to play music of Lata Mangeshkar ji, of Bhupen Hazarika
Mm-hmm.
ji, Rabindra Sangeet, all those sort of
Mm-hmm.
musics, and even uh, Bollywood musics, like any music. And he used to romanticize himself. He took out so many
Mm-hmm.
formulas also. He used to practice
Okay.
whenever he has to understand any theory or any type of sums, especially topology. He had a paper. Even I even remember it today.
Mm-hmm.
So at that
Mm-hmm.
time, he will not listen to that music. But now it's his time to practice those sums. He will play that music. He had that
Mm-hmm.
keypad mobile of his. He used to play that music and then he used to practice it. He used to finish one copy in a day, that fat copy.
Mm-hmm.
And he used to enjoy it. And
Yeah.
I even asked him, like, it doesn't distract you, like you don't forget? No. And you ask him verbally anything, he will explain it to you ditto as it is in the book, tip to toe, without any mistakes. Any fat calculation,
Uh-huh.
anything. So there are such peoples. And when I started thinking out, like, how is it possible? Because I tried it for once and I failed,
Mm-hmm.
totally failed. And I said that that's not my cup of tea, but he did that. And then I started thinking, how is it possible? It means he took entertainment and he used it, for his own
Mm-hmm.
personal benefit. He knew how to use things, and how to twist and turn them and make use of it in a better way.
Mm-hmm.
So that
Yeah.
technique again helped me, and I used it in my way for some other thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
this thing, which I learned from him was very important. If you love something
Mm-hmm.
and if you know how to manipulate it in a good way for your personal benefit,
Definitely. Yeah.
that
Yeah.
is,
Definitely. I also need music when I work. When I'm
yeah.
concentrating more or I'm writing something very serious, I put on music so that the other noises around me do not distract.
Ah,
That music will be the continuous source. It will play in the background. It will be like something running in the background, and in the foreground, I can concentrate on my work. So, music is something which I also use when I work. So, yeah, many people have different stuff. Some people need complete silence.
Okay, I
So
have this question for you. So do you play that music on a full volume or it's basic or normal or volume down?
no, I usually do not prefer full volume for anything.
Okay.
Like it hurts my ears and everything. Okay.
Yours.
I mostly it will be on medium volume or something low.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if I have to like while working in the lab also, if I have to run some programs or like I the programs are already, I just have to execute those. Like I have to check whether it is running fine or not.
Okay.
That time I'll put on some upbeat music so that
Okay.
my brain is also running that way in
Okay.
that speed. Okay. So upbeat, some dance numbers, such kind of things. So whenever I need to write something, I'll calm down, concentrate. I'll put on some mantra
Ah,
uh, or some bhajan that way. So it depends, changes from mood, like mood and
situation.
whatever I'm doing.
Yeah.
Mhm. So during PhD we had to work late nights also. So
Mm.
around 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, I was writing something. I was writing a paper. Like for 2 hours, I played Ganesh Vandana nonstop because it was late at night. I didn't have anyone around me, and I
Okay.
was sitting alone and working. I was sitting alone and working. That music helped me concentrate so much. I finished my work. I emailed the draft, and after that, around 4:30, I closed everything and went to bed. So, different situations, different kind of music. So, it helps.
Yeah, music
And
helps.
yeah. Um, Talking about, yeah, we spoke about YouTube also, right? If you
Yeah.
know what to look for, if you search for the correct videos, you will learn. Even reels, no? Some science reel I could find in Instagram. Those are so informative. Like the
Yeah.
processes in the human body, no, which we used to learn theoretically.
Yeah.
Nowadays, with
Through
the
our
help
diagrams,
of
no? In books.
nowadays with the help of AI, they have created such beautiful videos, captivating videos.
Yeah.
You can watch those and learn all of these things. So you can put
Even
things
I
to
have
proper
seen
use.
such content, like not only science,
Uh-huh.
like in
Uh-huh.
science to talk about chemistry, bio, including geography, including
Yeah, yeah.
even Sanskrit. Like we didn't have this subject, right? Actually, we should
Mm-hmm.
have had, but we didn't. Because now I realize that actually this was a very important thing we had to learn in childhood. But uh,
Mm-hmm.
education is a lifelong process. I guess we can do it now also if we want to, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, these
Definitely,
things,
yeah.
like if you watch such kind of reels once or twice, you have that
Mm-hmm.
retention capacity so soon, so quick, and you
Mm-hmm.
don't forget it.
Yeah,
The way they
yeah.
design the
The
things.
thing is, if you hear and see at the same time, both these things are playing together, then you tend to retain stuffs for a longer time. That is why when you pay attention to the teacher in the class, no, they
Mm,
will draw and explain something, right?
yeah,
You are seeing something and you are listening to what they're saying. That thing will be retained in your mind for a longer duration then,
yeah.
as compared to something if you just open a book and stare at it.
That is why, nowadays so many schools, colleges, they use audiovisual
Mm.
method of learning.
Mhm. Audiovisual is good actually. It helps retention.
Yeah,
And one of the worst way to teach, nowadays, yeah, you're using slides for teaching. That's fine. But you write big paragraphs in your slides and you just read out the content.
yeah,
That
that
is
is
the worst way
dangerous.
to teach. Students will not pay attention to anything, whether they will read that whole thing, whether they will listen to you, what will they do? Instead, if you have some representative diagram there,
Mhm.
okay, so you were, I suppose, explaining about the human body, the different systems in the human body. If you write big paragraphs on digestive system, respiratory system, this and that, or instead you put the human figure, you label the systems, and then you ask the students to listen to you. Which way do you think the students will retain better? So
Obviously, the
that
second
is the
one.
proper use of, yeah,
Yeah,
the proper use of technology for teachers.
yeah,
So that way you should know how to use things for your and society's benefit as well.
yeah. That is very important. So with this, we come to the end of our first podcast. Thank you so much, Dr. Avilasha.
Thank you
And
so much for inviting me, actually. Um, it's like it was such a good experience talking to you. I think after school, we have spoke to each other after school. This is the first time, I think, right? We have
it's
spoken to
the
each
first
other.
time, and it
Uh,
never felt like so for me.
and here we met because of social media, because of technology. So
Yeah.
I would say, okay, it's not all bad. We cannot cut off technology from our lives,
It's
right?
all about the way we
So
use and the way we see things,
yes,
right?
yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much
And thank you
for
so much,
letting me express my views, and I hope we'll stay connected in future.
Yeah,
And
obviously. And now we will be looking forward, for a 101 podcast session,
uh-huh,
hopefully in upcoming
uh-huh.
days.
And best wishes to Ropal's Academy. You have been doing a wonderful job, and I know in future you'll be continuing to do greater work for the benefit of students around you.
Thank you so much.
All my best wishes. Keep growing and
Thank you so much.
keep helping others.
So, with this, we come to the end of our today's podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification button so that you do not miss any regular updates that we post in this channel.